Alright, hi guys. I'm just gonna quickly record this. This will be my first YouTube video. I hope you guys can hear me. If not, I will just do a voiceover. I hope you can hear me though. I will be doing Pastelloween Rosette, just one today. This is what I'll be making, a duplicate of this one. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm recording on my phone and my tripod's a little different, so I kind of have to make it work. This is the only reason why I haven't made YouTube videos at all yet. That's because I've been trying to figure this thing out. So, yeah. So it's a paper rosette that I scored and glued two pieces together. It has double layer tulle, you can't really tell, but it has two layers. And then we have a cute little bat from the Dollar Tree. These were like clip bats. I tore off the clip, drew them on there. There's a regular crepe paper rosette. I got these pre-made by Kenzie Scraps on YouTube. It did originally have gold tulle on it, but it didn't match what I was going for, so I tore it off. These little bats are sequins from Dollar Tree. These are pearl gemstones, pearly little gemstones. I wrote that on cardstock and inked it with two different color inks, and they're just Craft Smart ink. I don't know if it'll zoom in there. There we go. So I have this lighter, it looks like it's pink, but when it inks it's purple, so it's like a lavender. And then don't mind the hot glue on this one. This one looks like a coral, but it actually doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't ink that dark. So that's a plus side. Like, it's a really pretty color. It matches this whole rosette like really well. So I will just get on showing you. I think my current one I will do white tulle, just because I don't know what happened to my pink tulle. So I will do white on the background of my next one. So let's get started. I already pre-cut and pre-printed this. This is a digital paper, printable on Etsy. I will link it down below. I found it through Crafting with Liller on YouTube. She used it in one of hers and I absolutely fell in love with it. I thought it was super cute. So these cute little bats, but I cut the strips at 8.5 by 2 inches, and they are each scored at 1/2 inch all the way across. And yeah, let me just plug in my hot glue gun that I totally spaced. So give me 1 second. Sorry if you see new in there. We'll let this heat up. So they're already pre-scored. I already did that, but just so you can see again. Let's see if I can adjust this so you guys can see it. I just did it at every 1/2 inch. So I just did that all the way across on both. And now I will accordion fold all the way. And I will do these on both. It's not going to be perfect because I'm not perfect, and that's perfectly okay. I am just a creative weirdo that likes to craft. Yeah. I will tell you guys a little bit more about me when we go through things, but right now, I am married. I have 2 kids, and I am currently a stay-at-home mom. My youngest is 11 months old. He will be 1 year old on October 1st. So that is always exciting. So right now I'm just doing what I love, and I like crafting. So that is what I'm doing. But I have been doing a lot of different creative things, different outlets, just really focusing on my creativity. It helps me with my depression and stuff like that. You know, postpartum, it happens, it's life. Let's see if this thing is heated up. I'm using one of my older hot glue guns because I can't find my newer one. I have like 3 and I can't find my like really nice one. So I'm a little disappointed in myself for that. But still. Okay, so now we have both of them accordion folded. And we will glue them at the seam there. So it'll go like that. I'm going to trim this edge right here just because it's a little sloppy. See if my hot glue gun is ready yet. Yes, a little bit. Good enough. Okay, so we're just gonna do. I accidentally did a little bit too thick of a glop there, but we're gonna do supposedly a thin layer of hot glue just to really hold this together. And I'm just gonna press and hold for a second. It will be a little hot. It's okay. I mean, if you're watching this, then you probably already know, so I don't know why I'm telling you, but that's part of it, I guess. And we're gonna do it to the opposite side here. So just turn. Perfect. I should have turned this there too, then. Darn it. I did not almost say anything. Okay, I cuss like a sailor. I hope you guys don't care. I won't say like super bad words or anything. Most I might say is damn it, or you know, something like that, just because I want to keep my page kind of friendly. My kids are always asleep when I'm crafting, so I don't have to worry about that. So there is our lovely little bat circle. Okay. And I just have a little 1-inch circle punch and whiskers. And I'm just going to take some scrap cardstock that I have. To me, this is perfect. Little 1-inch circles are just fine to cover the center, just because it's just covering the center. I'm not really worried about it. So find which direction you want your bats to go. I want mine pointing, you know, like they're flying around the right way, not upside down. So we will just pop that in, like so. I hope you can see that. We are gonna hold this still real quick. We're gonna get a dot ready. And what I like to do, I don't know if you can see that very well. I can't zoom in, my phone doesn't let me, so I hope you guys can see it. Right in the center, I'll stick my hot glue gun and fill that hole Squeeze it together. Hold it down. And then we'll take a dot. And I'll adjust as needed before it fully dries. Walk a little stringy there. Okay. And once that's pretty much done with and you're happy with it, flip it over, fill the rest of the hole. Do a little bit around the perimeter there because the dot's going to cover it anyways. And then you just take your second dot and press down. And there's your really pretty little bat rosette. So yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but that's how I want my bat's face. You know, they're facing up, you know, normal, not wonky upside down. So there's the cute little bats. Love this paper pad. Again, or paper digital pack. I really love it. It's super cute. I'm actually making Pastelloween mini kits with it. So if you're interested in those, please comment down below. They will be ready. They're already ready, but they'll be, last day to purchase will be October 1st. Sorry. I'm tongue-tied. It's kind of late here. I'm on Mountain Standard Time. So that's fun. Okay, so now that we have that, I have a whole giant bag of like scrap tool that I found at the thrift store. I also have big rolls of tool, but I like to find my stuff at thrift stores. And I mean, hey look, I found my pink tool. Look at you guys at the end. Okay, so I might use pink after all. Yeah, or we could go green. We could do both, green and pink. But I'm not sure. And we'll do pink it is. Pink. Okay, so it's already cut into, like I said, it's just scrap tool that I got from the thrift store here. It was 50 cents. You can't go wrong with that for a whole giant pack of tools, so, and different colors. So that is our pretty hot pink tool. It has no glitter, just pure hot pink. Sorry guys, I have hiccups. And I'm just glad they're not like super bad right now. So what I do is I kind of just, I don't know, lay the tool down on it and then cut it to the size that I need. And we're going to do 2 layers again, just because I like the way it looks. Sorry, I'm doing this on top of my scoreboard, which is probably like a really bad idea. But oh well. I don't feel like moving it. So, what I got behind me, you guys can't see. This is, I'm in my basement. My craft room's in my basement. I have a little setup down here, so it works. Okay, so we're just going to set the tool on top of each other there. And we're going to grab a pre-made rosette. These are left over from her Valentine's Day bundle that I had. We're going to go with a baby pink. I did the darker pink one last time. Maybe not. Maybe we'll do the darker pink one. What do you guys think? Darker pink. Yeah, this looks more like peach. So, I'm going to go with the darker pink. And we are going to rip this tool off because, yeah. It does not go with what I'm trying to do here. So. Now I have gold glitter all over my hands, guys. That's okay. All over everything, actually. I'm gonna get comfortable in my little chair for a second. Okay, so the tool's layered on top. We're just gonna put some glue right there in the center of the tool and on our dot. I'm gonna make sure the staple side is down with the openings of it. We're gonna center it the best we can. I don't mind my fingers and whatnot. Okay. So there is our layers of tulle, our cute little pre-made paper rosette, and now we're gonna trim the pretty tulle away. That way, it's just barely at the edge of our paper rosette. Okay. So, trash can. So I don't know if you guys can see. I'll try to focus this so that I can, because it hates me. There we go. Alright, so our double layer of tulle, our cute little batty bats, and our rosette. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It could be sloppy. You could use those scrapbooking scissors with the, you know, pre-done designs on them or whatever. I have plenty of those. I'm just not going to use them. Okay, so alright, so it's actually been a few days. You don't know that because I will stick this together. But it's been a few days since I did the first like 16 minutes of this video, which I know I said that that was gonna be a quick recording, and it wasn't. So I'm sorry. My leg's already falling asleep because I'm sitting on it. But to continue where I left off, that you don't realize that I left off. So I now have my rosette glued on there. Oh, by the way, I'm now sick. So if my voice sounds terrible, I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. I know you guys don't know me yet, but you will. I'm weird. I'm very blunt. But I love this whole community. You guys are all pretty much awesome and very similar to me, so hopefully we can all get along. I like meeting new people. I like getting along with people, so yay. So now that these are all stuck together, you know, we have our paper, our double layer tulle, and our little pre-made rosette. My foot is officially going to sleep. You guys don't care, but it really hurts. I have my little bat from Dollar Tree, my little bat clip. So here's the little clippy doodad thing, and I just got glitter everywhere. Yuck. I hate glitter. So very much. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Look, I barely punctured him. Oh, so happy. Okay. My hot glue gun is already plugged in, unlike at the beginning of this video, when it wasn't. And as you can tell, I moved my scoring board. It's like to the left of me. My iPad is charging on it because I forgot to charge my iPad today. Yay! So we're gonna keep it real simple, just like the original I showed in the first. We are gonna glue the little bat. Glue on the bat. Oh. We're gonna position our bat kinda floppy. Alright, I say floppy for lopsided. Just gonna glue and hold our little bat in position here, just for a few seconds to let the hot glue dry. Okay. Sorry, did not mean to get myself into or to bump anything, but what can you do? I'm a one-woman show. Just kidding. Now that the bat is almost dry, I put a little too much glue on there, but honestly, unless you're like where I'm sitting, you can't tell. So, if you hear anything in my background, I'm sorry. My husband likes to play video games when the kids are asleep, and sometimes he gets mad at the TV. You'll mostly hear like groans, like "ah" or something weird or stupid like that, but I'm used to it, so you won't really hear me pay attention to it, but I might catch myself saying sorry a lot for it. But if it gets any worse than that, I will cut it out and put it to voiceover and record my voiceover when he's not home. He's at work. So, just a warning. But, yeah. Alright, so, the little bat is officially stuck on there. Now, I'm going to take a few of my little pearly gem things. I know there's a chunk missing out of it. So I don't know if I said this in the beginning of my video, I don't remember, but my craft room's down in my basement. My basement's really old, so we have like cracks in the wood floor because we have all real wood floor. So if something spills on the floor, if I mop, water gets everywhere. And I mopped by the sink today, and the edge of my craft table is right there. So at the very edge of my craft table, it got wet. I didn't realize that till just now. And these little gems are wet. So I'm gonna get a different set of gems. I guess I'll use hot pink instead of light pink, or I could just dry them off. I don't know. I'll dry them off. I mean, it's just water, for heaven's sakes, but you know, I want them sticky, even though I hot glue them on just in case. But I still want my gems sticky because they're sticky. But I wanted to use the light pink for this one because on the other one I have hot pink. So I just took a gem off the line, a little flat back pearl thing. These are from Dollar Tree also, just so you know, in case you're wondering where I got them. So I'm just gonna stick these in like random places. I'm not even gonna care where I stick them because that's kind of the point. You know, some people like to get really technical with it. I don't. I like to just stick them wherever and kind of see how they play out. If I don't like it, then I remove it and then I cover it up with something else. So, like I said, I'm not perfect. And that's okay. But yeah, so I think we'll stick this one right there. I think I want that one right there though. Sorry guys, I really am. I have like a cold and I don't know. It feels like it's starting to get worse. I went to the doctor and they did tests and stuff, but I kind of have to wait. So I don't know. Like I said, it's been a few days. You guys just don't know that, so didn't know that. But I feel a lot better than what I did when I went in. So that might be a plus side. So maybe it's not worse. than a cold. Let's hope, because I really hate being sick. It's one of my pet peeves. I'm naturally a very sickly person, so when I actually do get sick, it just takes a lot out of me. And sadly, like, it's horrible. You know, I have 2 kids and I try to keep up with them, and sometimes it just sucks. But for the most part, I take pretty good care of myself to be very healthy. It's just when I do get sick, it's like 80 times worse. So I went to White Gems. I'm just gonna begin to get in random places. I am sticking some on the tool, but that's because I like the way it looks on the tool, not just like on the rosette or whatever. Okay. I didn't take the sticky stuff with it this time. Not doing it anyways. Ow, hot. We'll decorate the back. Okay, I'm kind of switching it up from the original. I was gonna do an exact, but I want to do something different. Guys are probably like, what is she thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking. I just kind of do it, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, well, then it stays with me. It doesn't go to anybody else. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think about my pearly bat. I'm gonna do one more. I dropped one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one more. You know, I wish I would have started YouTube videos a little sooner, just because this is different. Like, I know that technically speaking right now, I ain't talking to anybody. In reality, I am talking to future subscribers, but it's just funny because I'm technically speaking not talking to anybody but myself, talking to a camera. I mean, you know, it's just odd. I'm not used to it. But, I am gonna make a little word to go right here. I think I'm gonna do spooky since I did Fright Night for the other one. And I'm just gonna write it plain or like cursively, not like how I did the other one. So not like this one. Not like that. I don't want to do that one. I want to do kind of cute. So I just have a strip of white cardstock, extra paper trimming. I always keep it so I can either punch holes or have it as a backing on something, write on it, you know, like just little things like that. I always have it. You can do a lot with it. It's not necessarily trash. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could do with that, so that's a plus side. So I'm gonna write spooky, and I'm gonna line this up real quick just so. Actually. So what you guys can't see is I can see the grid through this cardstock. Even though it is like heavy cardstock, these lines are really dark, so I can kind of see them through it, like just barely. So I'm gonna kind of use that as a guideline the best I can. I can't write straight to save my life, so we'll see if this works. I'm gonna try. So I wrote the word spooky. It is not straight. It is not the best, but I like it. And I like how simple it looks, and I'll cut it out just like how I did the other one, ink it, and probably foam tape it down. So let me just cut this out right now, and I'll show you how to do that. I lost my scissors. Oh wait, hold on. They're over on my shelf. Oh guys, I can't breathe. Okay. Give this one some space and trim around. I really should be using my paper cutter for this because I can't cut straight. Who can? Who can these days? Who can actually cut that straight? Y'all are lying if you say you can. I'm kidding, but I can't. So I'm actually gonna use it because this is very hard for me. I don't know where my blade went for my little tiny paper cutter. I have like I don't know. I have a whole bunch of paper cutters that I got. Some are from thrift stores, some are from older women destashing. I live in Utah. A lot of people craft here. So yeah, sometimes they destash their stuff like this. How cool is this? So I have this awesome little paper trimmer, and it's a Cricut, which matches my Cricuts here. Well, they're mint and this is green, so it doesn't actually match, but it is the same brand, so that's awesome. I got this. It was brand new in its package and everything for $2.50 at the thrift store. You can't go wrong with that. So, you know, I'm very happy about it. And this one's pretty cool because it, line this up, clicks down in place, which you guys can't really see that. I don't know if you even want it, you guys care. This is stuff I'll find out eventually. I have no idea yet. So we're just gonna trim these edges down best that we can. I moved it. My fat finger got in the way. That'd be smart to move that. Horrible crooked. Oop. Yeah, that just happened. Oh well, that was totally and 100% my bad for not holding paper down like I should have. That's okay. It happens. It's fine. I just barely lifted it, which is the plus side of this thing. Like, you could just barely move it so you could fit the paper under. I moved it again. I'm very horrible at this, you guys. Okay, trying to explain things and show you and all that, I'm not very good at yet, so I hope, you know, you'll bear with me long enough to where you see that I improve at this. This really makes my anxiety so I'm trying. Okay, so I'm gonna get my hole punch here. It is cut. It's cut. It's pretty straight-ish. And I'm gonna make it out, cut it out like a ticket. So I'm just gonna get the corner there, just barely, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna notch it all over. It's not perfect. Again, it will never be perfect. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. I think that when something is imperfect, it makes it all more unique, special, and more one of a kind. So that's just how I feel about it. I say it to a lot of people that I know. I say it almost all the time. Imperfections are what make something beautiful. So stay beautiful, peeps. I think, should we ink this one in black? Oh. Maybe I'll just play with it. So I have a little inker from Hero Arts. I've had these for a while. I got them from a local girl who used to stamp all the time, and now she doesn't. And she was selling all her stamps and inks and embossing tools, everything. So I got a lot of my craft supplies secondhand. And there's no shame in that, because honestly, craft supplies are uber expensive. And it sucks because things can be really pricey, and sometimes you just don't want to pay that much for them, you know? Especially when you can get them secondhand and find them for a really great deal and still work like they're brand spanking new. So that's what I normally do. I try not to go out and buy new things right away, because if I can find it secondhand, I will. So, yeah. But, yeah, I got my embossing tool from her, and that thing was pretty much brand new. She said she used it like twice, and you can tell she only used it like twice. Because all the embossing powder she gave me, and the embosser itself, almost everything was sealed. Like, she still had the original packaging for the embossing tool, the heat gun. So that was really cool, actually. Like, that was a really good deal. I paid $20 for a ginormous box of ink, powders, stamps, the tool itself, when those tools are $20+. So that was a pretty awesome grab right there. So we're just gonna make this a little bit more messy. All my mats that you see, or this mat anyways that you see, is a quilting self-healing mat for like rotary blades and stuff. It works just the same as any mat that you see on the internet. And then I have my actual Cricut mat that you see right here. And that one I did buy new. Some things you just have to. But I got this first, and then I got this. So I paid $1 for this. So, woohoo! Alright, so we inked up our spooky. I can't find my foam tape. So I'm gonna look over it. What you guys don't see is a giant mess all around. It's really not that messy, but like I said, it's down in the basement, and there's only so much I can do with my basement because my basement's really old and unfinished. So it is a bit sloppy down here, but I don't care. I can still work in it. It's normally clean. It's just right now I've been purging all my stuff. I'm in the middle of destashing. Doing a lot of things right now. So that there's a cat meowing. Okay, I can't breathe, guys. I need to put Vicks on me. I cannot find my purple or pink ink. Okay, well, I guess we won't use those inks either. Where's my foam tape? Oh, there's my foam tape. Okay, so I found the foam tape. I just use this foam tape. It is from, again, the Dollar Tree. Honestly, you get so much that it makes it worth it. I found the same size roll. This is brand new. I used literally like this much off of it. I found the same size roll at Walmart. Obviously not the same brand, and I think they were like pre-cut, but the same size roll for almost like $4 or $5 at my Walmart. So it was like $3.90 something. So I mean, that's not really worth it to me when I can go to the Dollar Tree and get the pretty much the same thing for $1. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna cut a strip off of here. Probably cut it up. No, I did just the perfect. Okay, so. How lucky is that? Look. Buddha miss. Oh, you can't see that because it's white on white and I'm not very smart. I'm just kidding. I wasn't really judging. But we'll just peel off that backing there. And just in case I am going to use hot glue to secure it again some more. Just because I'm horrible and I think it's going to fall off. So we'll just... So we're going to do this little number. Just like that. Okay. So it is raised and glued down. I have a fly in here and it's really bugging me. Okay, so to change this up a little, instead of bats, I have little tiny bat sequins. Does it that? Maybe I can use a ghost? You guys think a ghost? I don't think a ghost. How would that look? They're so tiny. I don't think so. Alright, let me grab my bat sequins. I am not prepared at all for any of this. And my youngest just woke up, even though he's only been asleep for less than an hour. Which means his older sister has not gone to sleep yet. And that's the only time he wakes up is when his sister isn't asleep. And tends to be loud, not on purpose, but she is, and then wakes the poor little guy up. So, I will be back in just a moment. I'm gonna get these two out. Oh, and if you're wondering why my husband doesn't just go and do it, because he can't hear him. When my husband plays video games, which is, I guess, really annoying sometimes, he has a headset on because he is like an avid gamer. And his headset pretty much like blocks all the sound out so he can hear the people in the game. And he normally doesn't wear them until after bedtime. So when it's during the day or something and he decides to play while the kids are napping or something, it's normally okay. He doesn't wear them like all the time, so you know, he can normally hear, but this time he has his headset on. So I think he might have fell back asleep. Sometimes he'll wake up for like 2 seconds and fall back asleep. Although don't. So that's it, you guys. I'm gonna go check on my kid and I will do a close-up real quick. Go, focus. That is our rosette. And I was gonna turn this into a wand. Like, I have my little straw out. I was gonna turn it into a wand and add some pretty ribbon, but I gotta go do some mom stuff, so maybe next time I will show you the after result as a wand. if you follow me on Instagram. Okay? You guys have a lovely night. Peace.